All right, this is exciting because in today's video, we're going to be talking about ChatGPT and how we can utilize it to become billionaires. We're also going to be asking ChatGPT for investing tips to get rich, so stick with us to the end. Also, kindly like and subscribe. If you haven't heard of ChatGPT before, it is an AI system that is not yet sentient, but is getting close. It will change the way we live forever and will allow us to stop doing anything that requires thinking because it will come up with a better solution. To use it, all you have to do is go to chat.openai.com. Here, you'll find a completely free service that everyone can use, and this is where you'll get a chat room-style prompt, and these are just a few of the countless things you may do with it. If you're a cheesy magician searching for a first date, and you ask for a list of amusing pickup lines, it responds with a list of them. I'd choose option 5. Are you a magician? Because when I look at you, everyone else vanishes. I'm just saying. Okay, so now that you're on a first date, what do? You can ask ChatGPT to give you a list of recommendations that are inexpensive for a first date in Las Vegas. And BAM gives you a list of 10 free things to do, like visiting the Las Vegas Strip, the Bellagio fountains. Let's say they suggest that you read Think and Grow Rich, but you don't have time to read books. In that case, you may request that ChatGPT explain any book you like in 10 bullet points, and presto, the request is fulfilled. And now that you're an expert, perhaps instead of going out, you just want to make a special dinner for that special someone. But you're not sure what to make with the ingredients you have on hand, which only include some salt, pepper, eggs, chicken, and pasta. BAM! It gives us a list of everything we can make and instructions for doing so. And if you don't like any of the suggestions, you can click Regenerate Response to get a fresh batch. I'm aware of your thoughts. It can be used to create essays, which is something I wish I had when I was in high school or college. But what if we could use it to make money for us? Could it come up with an investing strategy that will help us make more money? That's what we're going to find out. Those have just been a few of the entertaining examples of just some of the things it can do. Okay, so there are a few questions we want to ask ChatGPT. First, we want to ask if it can assist in explaining investing to beginners. Next, I want to ask if it can provide us with a list of specific stock recommendations, which is technically against the rules, but I won't tell if you won't tell. Finally, we will give you our thoughts on ChatGPT's benefits and drawbacks. So let's start by asking, explain how to invest for beginners, and then BAM! It responds with a list of 6 incredibly long and detailed instructions on how to accomplish so. I won't read the entire list because it is so long and somewhat generic. So let's ask ChatGPT to simplify everything it just informed us. Identify your risk tolerance in Step 2. Determine whether something is risk-averse or extremely risky based on your age. Step 3. Research investments and pick ones that fit your objectives and risk tolerance. Step 4. Diversify your investments to include more than simply stocks. Purchase real estate, purchase bonds, etc. 5. Take into account getting advice from a financial advisor. Step 6. Regularly check your investments and make necessary modifications. Now, all of this is excellent advice for beginning investors, so you should read it all carefully. However, if I were an amateur investor who had never invested, I don't think this would be very helpful. It doesn't provide particular guidance because it doesn't specify what to buy or how to go about doing it. So let's ask it to provide us with a list of specific stocks instead. Now, all of this is really good beginner financial advice, and you should go through it all and read it all in full detail. Let's ask ChatGPT to provide us with a list of particular stock recommendations. If you do this right now, it won't provide you with a list of details. Instead, it will provide you with a very broad and generic response about studying financials and conducting your research. This lack of specificity is likely intentional to avoid legal and liability risks, so we must use a trick. The trick is to ask ChatGPT for any suggestions for a certain stock, such as dividend stocks. 5 dividend stocks are provided. Then, let's order them, starting with the healthcare industry's largest corporation, Johnson & Johnson. Procter & Gamble, a manufacturer of consumer goods, is the second choice. This stock is regarded as a dividend community staple. Coca-Cola, a multinational beverage corporation, is ranked third. Warren Buffett frequently cites this stock as an example of a wonderful firm that he has invested in over the years. Pick number 4 is IBM, a company that has paid dividends for a very long time and is another excellent dividend payer. McDonald's, the fast food giant, is the 5th choice. Here's the most amazing part. GPT is not connected to the internet, which is crazy because everything it has been telling us so far has come from its database. To be fair, that database was connected to the internet when it was learning, but it is only able to use the information it has up until the year 2021, after which it has no more data on which to base its recommendations. However, all of the dividend stock picks that it has given us so far have come from that database, and of course, we would have made money from them. Johnson & Johnson, for instance, is a stock that is currently worth more than it was at any point in 2021. Procter & Gamble and Coca-Cola, another stock worth more today than it was at any point in 2021, are also examples. However, IBM is probably the worst stock pick out of all of these because you would have lost money if you had purchased it between April and October of 2021. However, if you had purchased it in any other month, you would have made money. But overall, it's kind of crazy to think that most of these stock picks would have generated profits for us. If you're an investing nerd at heart or a boglehead, you probably already know that picking individual stocks is generally discouraged and that the best course of action is to stick to broad market index funds and ETFs. Let's ask ChatGPT to select some of those, and then we'll see how they performed. Just keep in mind that if you want to see this list for yourself, you must ask ChatGPT for a list of suggestions for ETFs. At number 1 is VU, which is the ETF that represents the SP 500, or the top 500 US firms. This stock is currently lower than where it was for the bulk of 2021, so in the near term, this is a good investment. Since bonds have been hammered, selection number 4 is Vanguard's Total Bond Market ETF, ticker symbol BND, which implies if you had chosen it, you would be losing money right now. The Fed has been raising interest rates, and whenever interest rates rise, bond prices fall. As a result, the iShares Aggregate Bond ETF is down this year more than it was in 2021. This means that, at least for now, ChatGPT is not yet smart enough to predict the Fed's monetary policy, and pick number 5 was Charles Schwab's Dividend ETF ticker, which was the only ETF where you had a chance to make money. The only ETF where you could make money if you bought it in the first quarter of 2021 was Charles Schwab's Dividend ETF ticker, which came in at number 5. It looks like some individual dividend stocks perform significantly better than the overall broad market indexes, which is why dividend stocks are not as bad as some people like to make them seem. If you don't have 20 years to wait, dividend investing can help you get through some really tough times in the market because the world does not revolve around young people, which is something YouTubers don't acknowledge. The more crucial question, however, is whether you will ever use Google again now that ChatGPT is available. Why would you use Google to look for a website that may or may not answer your question when you can ask ChatGPT directly, and it gives you the best possible answer? This is going to change how we go about our daily lives, including shopping online, because you can ask ChatGPT. Not only that, but you can ask questions in a different language, and it will react to you in that corresponding language, which is insane. You can even use it to automate and develop businesses for you, like automating copywriting, all of which will happen very soon. The only real drawback of the system is that it is currently not connected to the internet, which means that all of the information it is providing us with is only limited until 2021, meaning that it is not always up to date and may not be accurate. However, once it is connected to the internet, this will change over time. ChatGPT can be used to devise a plan for your business, tell you all about passive income, investments plan, and all of which are all on the way to becoming a billionaire. Thank you for staying through to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. Also, leave a comment in the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you.